Kyle writes the numbers 1, 2, and 3 on papers and puts them in a bag. He chooses one number, writes the number down, returns it to the bag, and then chooses another number. He calculates the difference between the two numbers. So, if I'm thinking about this, he'll have a first pick and a second pick. On his first pick, it says complete an array to determine all the possibilities for obtaining the differences. In this first pick, he could have a 1, a 2, or a 3 that he draws from the bag. And so that would be his first pick. On his second pick, he could draw a 1, a 2, or a 3. Then it says make the array so you can see what the differences would be. Okay, so 1 minus 1 is 0. So the difference between 2 and 1 is 1. The difference between 3 and 1 is 2. The difference between 1 and 2 is 1. The difference between 2 and 2 is 0. The difference between 2 and 3 is 1. The difference between 3 and 1 is 2. The difference between 3 and 2 is 1. The difference between 3 and 3 is 0. Okay? And so that's what my array should look like in this particular situation. Part B lists the sample space for the difference of the numbers. Well, I'm looking there and I see that we could have a difference of 0, a difference of 1, or a difference of 2. And so that is what my sample space should look like. C, are the outcomes equally likely? There's 1, 2, 3 zeros, there's 2 twos, 2, 2, and there's 4 ones. So no. 0 is 3 times. 2 is twice. And 1 is 4 times. That is definitely not equal. How many possibilities are in the array? Well, there's 3 things here. There's 3 things here. Within here, there's 9. 3 times 3 is 9. And so there are 9 possibilities. E, use the array to help create a probability model using the theoretical probabilities for each difference. All right, so I would have my outcome, and then I would have my probability. And so my outcomes are as follows. I could have 0, and 0 would be a 3 out of 9 or 1/3 possibility. I could have 1, and that would be a 4 out of 9 possibility or probability, or I could have 2, and 2 would be a 2 out of 9 probability. And so that's my probability model. This is my array. And there we go. I got ninths because there's 9 possibilities there. Last is F. And for F, it says, if Kyle repeats this experiment 100 times, how many times do you predict he would get a difference of 2? I look at the probability of 2, and it's 2 out of 9. And then I would use proportions to kind of solve this. And so I would take my cross products. 2 times 100 should be equal to 9 times P. And so 200 is equal to 9 times P. Divide both sides by 9. And then I'm going to get 22.2 repeated. So 22.2 repeated would be P. But I couldn't have 22.2. And so my prediction would be between 22 or 23. Okay, And so that was the homework that you were working on completing. What I'm noticing is with the bookwork and the homework, it is very close to one another. And so if I'm doing a good job on the bookwork, I'm able to understand the homework a whole lot better. So I hope you're doing that, and the test will look just like the bookwork and the exit ticket. Wah, wah, wah. And that is your exit ticket for from yesterday.